I simply don't believe you.
James, trust me, these are really, really, really high-tech cars. Cutting edge, best in the world. I promise it will work.
But what does it prove? I don't understand.
This is our job. We test cars. You have to do it.
And it will stop.
It will stop. I promise you it will. Right? It's like just the head, no shoulder, just the head. Watch. Okay, trust me. Oh my God. Oh, I'm sorry.
You said that would work.
I thought it would stop. I really did. You know what? It's not the Rolls. It's the new Maybach because it has the doors that open and close.
Of course it is.
Let's just go let's do that one, okay? Trust me, it's gonna work, okay? Got this thing here. You're just gonna have to.
Hey, there's the get-in helmet.
Oh my God!
I'll just
I
use
told
that.
you not to bring this. You don't need the get-in helmet. Trust me, it's gonna work, okay? Very, very, very high-tech cars. Just kneel right about there, and it's gonna open, and it will work.
Well,
okay, you ready?
It's cool tech if it works. I just wish the Rolls-Royce had it.
Yeah. All right, ready?
It would have saved me an injury.
It's gonna stop as soon as it gets close to you. Oh my God. Oh man.
You knew that was gonna happen.
I knew that was gonna happen, 100%. Yeah, that was so worth it.
Should have worked for Doug DeMuro.
You're watching Throttle House. I'm Thomas.
And I'm James.
Wow, that was the quietest and I'm James I've ever heard. And this is the Rolls-Royce Phantom. It's pretty much the best motor car in the world.
And we're trying to answer a question today.
Yes.
What is luxury?
Luxury is this. I think that luxury is defined by space, quietness, supreme comfort, and the knowledge that you are surrounded by the absolute best materials that money can buy.
That is the Phantom, the absolute pinnacle of Rolls-Royce's lineup, and therefore the pinnacle of the motor car. And it doesn't come cheap. When it was originally commissioned, it cost over $700,000 Canadian. And if you feel so inclined, you can be the next caretaker of this car, as it now awaits your presence on the lot of Mercedes-Benz Peterborough, who were not only nice enough to let us test the Phantom, but also the brand new Maybach. So, sink back into your velvet cushion, pour yourself a glass of Dom, tell your live-in chef to prepare your dinner, and enjoy the ultimate luxury comparison.
If you're new to Throttle House, we do car reviews, track tests, and quite a lot of messing around. So subscribe and hit the bell. Okay, James, Rolls-Royces are not about gimmicks at all. I know you've got your Maybach, and you're very excited about it. And it's the new, based on the new S-Class and all that stuff, right? It's full of technology.
Get ready.
Yeah, I am ready, but the point is that the Rolls-Royce is not about that. As I said, it is about simplicity and quality. They actually say themselves, what's it called? Post-opulence.
Yeah, post-opulence.
Post-opulence, which kind of just means minimalism. But to them, it means the rejection of superficial expressions of wealth.
Are you saying the Maybach is a superficial expression of wealth?
I'm saying it absolutely is. Because this is just, it's about knowledge.
Knowledge?
Knowledge. The knowledge that you are in the best. The best of the best.
Okay, but that remains to be seen because the Maybach is brand new. And let's keep in mind the price difference here, because obviously the Ghost is kind of the Maybach size, but this is the ultimate expression of Rolls, and Maybach right now is the ultimate expression of Maybach. And I'm wondering if the little David Maybach for 200 and something grand can take on the Goliath that is the Phantom, which you've constantly said is the ultimate.
It is, because as I said, Rolls-Royce doesn't bother themselves with trying to wow you with technology. There's technology in here, don't get me wrong. This has the flag bearer system that reads the road ahead and adjusts the suspension in a microsecond. And it's on the architecture of luxury, in the magic carpet ride. These are not just things I'm making up, by the way. This is Rolls-Royce. Basically, that means it's on a really good platform that isn't a 7 Series, and the ride is absolutely beyond belief good.
It is phenomenal.
Right? You can't argue with it because I don't think there's anything better. We're going to test the Maybach, and I'm very excited to try it, but we are gliding, we're floating over the road.
And these are 22-inch rims.
And these are 22-inch rims, yeah, they're huge. But still, there's this sense of what's the word? Have you ever been in a kayak or a canoe on a calm lake? Have you ever done that?
I have.
Yes.
Yep.
And do you know what I mean by that kind of, when you cut through the water, it's this smooth, like glass water that you're just cutting through. That's what the road feels like.
No, it does
in a
do that.
Rolls.
It does do that. And,
It's
and I'm loving the spec in here because
Yes, this
sometimes
one's really, really nice.
you've got the wood paneling everywhere.
Yep.
The light blue trim.
Yeah, and there's like this teal piping, which is really, at first I didn't like it, but the more I kind of looked at it, I was just blown away. And yeah, like every single thing that you touch, every single thing that you can find to touch is either leather or some sort of an alloy or wood, right? Lacquered wood.
There's not enough to play with. Oh, is it? I take it back. There's cup holders.
Oh wow, yes, there's cup holders. Yes, I know. They don't.
I
As I
wanna be
said, don't
spoiled.
get too wrapped up in all the gimmicky, chintzy stuff.
Yeah.
You are just. Are you comfortable?
I'm very, very comfortable.
That's it.
I've got the lamb's wool carpet mats here.
Yeah, you can sink your foot completely lost in them, right? Like the seats are just big and wide and soft, and it's just the feeling that you're surrounded by things that are high quality. Like
Yeah, everything's leather.
you can't find a low quality material in here. And like from where I'm sitting too, obviously the Phantom is about being driven, so you're in the hot seat.
Yes.
Right? But I'm also enjoying myself because the engine is a V12. It's silent and effortless. It'd be better as an EV, different conversation. But the throttle is easy to drive smoothly, the brakes are easy to drive smoothly, the steering is so light it's almost funny. I can drive the car, this gazillion pound car, with one finger around the city, and the turning radius is actually very impressive.
There's a bit of lean in the corners though.
Of course there's lean in the corners because this is not a sports car. Rolls-Royce scoffs at the idea of cornering dynamics, even though
Right.
this is a rear-wheel drive car.
But Maybach with curve mode.
Yeah. Does your Maybach have curve mode?
No, but we'll
No,
get
it
to that
doesn't.
in a minute.
That's right. So to sum up,
Yeah.
we've driven the Phantom before.
We have.
And it blew us away then, and it's blown me away now because it is absolutely the best car in the world.
Just feel calm in here.
It's just so good. Everything about it. And just for you, I've got the Starry Night headliner. You see that?
You do.
Yeah, it's very nice. James, this car, unequivocally, is the definition of luxury.
Yeah, so it's interesting you say that because I've looked up the definition of luxury on Google and it says it is the state of great comfort and extravagant living. Extravagant, which I don't associate with simplicity, but with excess. So yeah, I agree. This has got some tricks. But then so does that. Because if I hold down this button, that door opens all the way. Which means I can just hop right in. Just gonna,
Well done.
I'm gonna go around.
You have to go around.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
around.
Okay. This is cool. I will give you that.
That makes me think I'm in a Rolls-Royce.
Yeah, this is not common in cars. It's really, what are you doing?
I think
You look uncomfortable.
This pillow's a bit, yeah, it's a bit gimmicky, I think.
I have a bad back. I need lumbar support.
Also, I need this for my little show puppy. So I can enter the competition.
Yeah. Okay, so this is very nice.
Very, very nice.
I'm going to say it.
Is it?
But it is full of gimmicks, James. Back to
No,
full
it's
of
not.
gimmicks.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's full of luxurious things. Look at that,
Look at that. What is that? Damn it, that's cool.
right?
Ah, okay.
It spoils you. So this is actually a fully decked
Yeah,
out.
look at the fingerprints on it though. I can count them already.
That's because there's only 7 of them, and that's as high as you can count. Okay, so this has a boss button. I think I'm in the captain's chair, whatever it's called. And so if I press
So you
this,
can push that.
I'm not going to do it. We'll show it, but
Yeah.
it puts the seat in front down.
And you got a whole footrest.
Get a whole footrest. This all goes down.
Yeah.
Super comfortable.
Yeah. It's very, very nice. But what's in here? Probably nothing. Damn it.
Tables.
Oh. Yeah, these are really cool. Very
They even
nice.
match the leather of the thing. Speaking of which,
The leather.
This has the extended leather package.
And it can extend as far as it likes. It can't extend as far as a Rolls-Royce
Yeah.
because it's not at the same level.
It's covering everything. I would argue that it is the same level.
Oh god, it's a really cool speaker on the ceiling.
Yes.
Ah,
Well, that's
damn,
because
that's
the
good.
Maybach comes
Yeah.
standard with the 4D upgraded surround sound Burmester.
Okay, don't want to talk gimmicks. I'm sorry. So this particular, it blasts into the 4th dimension.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
That's what the marketing department says.
Right, exactly. So
But I think it does like vibrate the seat and do some funky stuff. And then the little rats run across your feet when
Right.
there's a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids 4D. So yes, we've got tables.
No, okay, there we go. Yeah, that is.
We have this cool electric thing. We
Yep.
have $15,000 leather package covering everything.
Whoa, that's a lot of money.
We have the lights coming back here.
Yeah, the ambient lighting, and it does the same thing as the S-Class with the. Okay, hold on, back up. S-Class. There's lots of M's everywhere
Yes.
because it's a Maybach, but this is just the same as the S-Class, right? If
Well,
you fully spec out an S-Class.
This is
the same.
7 inches longer.
Oh, you actually get more wheelbase.
So you get more room.
Okay, fair
More
enough.
space.
For how much more money?
Well, this is spec'd quite well.
How much more money is that?
$100,000.
$100,000 for how many inches of wheelbase?
Fridge.
But you can get a fridge in an S-Class.
Not this one. This one is only in a Maybach. And then this is the place for your champagne flutes.
Right, which are actually packaged up already and haven't even been opened.
Yeah, it hasn't been opened.
And it does have these, which is very cool, where you open this and there's a little spot to hold the champagne flute. It holds like the feet of it, right? Just kind of, that's pretty neat.
And this has got the poplar wood trim, which I said in the S-Class looks just a bit like dust.
I'm sorry, is it the same as an S-Class?
It features in the S-Class, but then it really comes alive, I think, with the Maybach.
In the Maybach, yes.
We got the blinds that are otherwise hidden. There's a lot about the luxury that this does perfectly well. These seat, I think I would even say these seats are more comfortable than the Rolls. I just sat in the back of that.
I don't think they are. The Rolls-Royce prioritizes seat quality, comfort in a single seating position. It's not trying to give you too many options
So what you're saying
and
is-
gimmicks for adjustability.
You're saying it
It's
corners
just
you.
quality.
No, it corners you into having to do it their way.
No, it's infinitely customizable. If you want them to be yellow, they can be yellow.
But you have to. That's at the factory.
Yes.
I get boss.
Those are adjustable. They are adjustable, but they're not. No, okay, they're fine. They're not as adjustable as this. I've got an underfoot rest and everything here, which I don't know how it works.
But I mean, look, it's got tweeters that spin out in this glorious fashion. It has seatbelts that get handed to you, and
Yes.
they're airbags in the seatbelt.
Yes.
The seats are massaging.
Yes, James. Listen, it's got a lot of funky stuff. Okay, I get it, but the extravagance belies the luxury. Okay, it subverts the actual concept of wealth rather than being a construct of it.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Which means that it's a solution to postmodernism instead of actually constructing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what you mean?
No, not at all. I just smashed a bunch of words together. Can we look at the outside?
That Rolls-Royce is getting to you. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, how do you close? Oh, they're automatic still. Okay, James, look at this, all right? Look at it. It is twice the car, literally.
Yes, it
It
is.
is literally, look at how it is as long as a yacht, it's as tall as an SUV, and it's insane. The whole point of these cars is not only subtlety and luxury and whatever, blah, 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 it is showing everyone just how much money you spent.
Yeah, I thought I'd have you on the two-tone, but you have the satin.
The satin bonnet, which
Yeah.
is almost $9,000. Okay, there's the whole thing about these Rolls Royces is that everything is bespoke, right? For example, I have a uplit Spirit of Ecstasy. That's $5,000. I have chrome exhaust tips. That's $5,000.
What about the colour? This is a lovely colour on
It's
a Phantom.
as far as I can tell,
bold.
it's free, I think, because we can't find it in the spec sheet.
Ah.
So yeah, so
That's
there
a
you go,
lovely
saving
colour.
some money.
Yeah, well, so interestingly, the two-tone.
Yeah.
If you go for a normal Maybach and you don't do the two-tone, it's free for most of the colours.
Yes.
The two-tone is $20,000.
What? Really?
But that's what makes it the Maybach.
You
And
need it, otherwise it's an S-Class.
this is a hand-drawn line right here.
Of course, that's very Rolls Royce.
Very Rolls-Royce.
Yeah.
And we got the 21-inch upgraded wheels. They're $5,000.
21 inches.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what happened? What can't you get, James, when you get 21-inch wheels on a Maybach now?
The revolutionary new technology that is the 10-degree rear steer.
Right. So
You can only get 4.5.
So what we've done is we've replaced the amazing potential turning circle with a bunch of champagne flutes
No,
glued to an axle.
Hey, those champagne flutes look
Are
real
really
good.
cool.
Yeah.
They look
Also,
really good.
you thought the 4.5 degree was so good it was the 10 degree.
It is very
So
it's
it's
still
already fantastic.
It's still very
And I really
good.
wanted to test that.
Okay, listen. The fancy stuff aside, I see all of your fancy prices, and I raise you
Yeah.
a $17,000 piece of artwork embedded into my gallery on my dashboard.
I think we're in the wrong job.
That is how you do opulence.
It's
right?
called Metropolitan Skyline.
It's called the Metropolitan Skyline, and it is beautiful.
70, but it's not like, normal art where you can sell it on because it's an art piece. That has to come with the car.
Yeah, it's part of your car. You sell it with the car, whatever.
All right, well, this has got a silver streak down the middle.
Okay,
And
yes.
it's got handles that go in and out.
Listen, those are very cool, but in the end...
That's all I've got.
In the end, nothing matters except for a serene location to sit so that you don't mess up that $50 million merger phone call while you're in New York City traffic. That is what the Rolls-Royce does. It gives you this quiet, absolutely insulated location from the world to make your fancy business phone calls.
And I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, of course.
But I think you're
Rolls-Royce.
selling the Maybach short. And I'm tired of you making the claim that outdoes this on silence.
It's quieter. It's a Rolls-Royce.
We're going to do a
It
little
is.
test.
What do you mean?
I've brought along a sound level meter, and we're going to beep outside the car and see if it's actually, because they've done all new stuff with this, reinforced the glass and the pillars.
So you actually have a sound meter?
We've got a sound meter. I want to see if the $50 million
$50 million phone call.
$50 million phone call
Yeah.
is more silent than this when someone's honking a horn.
Okay.
Okay, starting with the Rolls-Royce. That is my Audi S4 outside, and Tom's is just going to honk the horn at me for 2 seconds. So me talking right now on this sound level meter is putting it in the mid-70s every time I talk. So let's see what happens when an Audi beeps at you from the outside. $61. Time for the Maybach. Okay, in the Maybach. Now, me talking, same sound. In fact, the ambient number is actually under 41. That might be a good sign. All right, so I'm going to hit max very gently. Not a child called Max, just not gently enough. $60. 64.7, that's more than the...
Well,
I think we should just go for a drive.
how
Yeah.
many decibels was it?
64.
64.
Yeah.
So that means that the $50 million deal doesn't get done in here, son. Get in the driver's
But
seat.
you've saved 200 something grand by getting this car anyway.
Well, that's not 50 million.
Will they take a discount?
Who needs $50 million deals anyway, when you're practically stealing a new Maybach for less than 300 grand? And I was excited to show Thomas just how luxurious the Maybach could be when driving. But, alas, he couldn't seem to shake his Rolls-Royce superiority complex and felt the need, for some reason, to dress down for the occasion.
Oh, wow, that's good. Okay. Is it?
Pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty good. What? What's the look on your face?
Everything's got to be a t-shirt with you.
I don't understand.
Everything's got to be a t-shirt with you.
Oh, this! Oh, I totally forgot. It's just some new merch that's for sale right now on thethrottlehouse.com.
I really hope it's not for sale.
It's literally for sale.
No one is going to buy that.
I don't think you realize how many people want this. Anyway, let's just drive the Maybach. Hey, my seatbelts light up. You seen that? That's freaking. Yo, check out the trademark. Check out the trademark,
don't
by the way.
even wanna look at you.
You see? Check out the trademark.
Oh.
It's a TH. It's Throttle House. Okay. This was a bit big. They'll fit better, I promise, when you buy them. Anyway, Maybach. Very excited for this car because there's no way it's better than a Rolls-Royce, and I'm about to prove that. There's just no way.
I'm not saying it's better, but for the price.
Oh yeah, it's such a bargain. At $100,000 more than an S-Class.
All right, so real quick.
Oh, whoa, look at
4
this.
litre, twin turbo V8
And there is even a V12 of this.
coming. So
Coming.
North America, that's 2022. We're going to get the S680, which is the
have it yet.
V12.
Yep.
And also coming for 2022
Yep.
is the e-active body control, which we still don't have in this.
No.
And if you don't know what that is the system that allows the suspension to go into curve mode and predict bumps, and it basically makes the ride more supple.
It makes it lean into the corner as well.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
flatten
that's the
whole
curve
thing.
mode. That's
Yes.
the curve mode, yeah. So, and this is on the 21-inch wheels. So basically, it's starting off on the wrongest foot.
The
for a
wrongest
Maybach.
foot of a Maybach?
Yeah, so it might not have the ride, but what it does have over the Rolls-Royce is technology. And I know Rolls-Royce is
Here we
all
go.
about post-opulence, but this
Yep.
is about being futuristic.
Okay.
Because it knows that people who are spending this level of money
Want a couple iPads glued to their dashboard.
and also other things like, okay, so this has active noise compensation for the first time. So if you're wondering why, if someone's compensating with a Maybach, they're compensating using active noise
For
compensation.
the exterior noise.
which gets rid of unwanted frequencies using the 4D Burmester sound system, which, as tested by our sound engineer Harrison, is superior to the sound system in the Rolls-Royce.
Subjective.
All right. Also,
Subjective.
I've got augmented reality right now on my head-up display, which
Yeah.
is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's actually massive. It's showing me arrows pointing left. That's really cool. I just put something in the nav so it would show it.
That's pretty cool, actually. I
Look
will
at
say
this
that
mist
that's
coming off the road.
yeah, and oh, getting some more rain. Okay, rain's been off and on all day.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I agree. The technology is very cool. You know, there's 5 friggin' screens in front of me right now. Like the screens are everywhere, right? And these are very nice, very high quality. Everything's very good. But we're going over the same road that we drove in the Rolls, and it's not as quiet and it's not as smooth.
But it's not far off. And if it had e-active body control, which I wish it had, but
Listen, I don't think the e-active body control would help with maybe some undulations, but it wouldn't help with noise and vibrations, and that's where the Rolls wins.
I think it would. I think it would.
Subjective.
Well, we'll have to wait and see still.
Yes, we will wait
But
and
that's
see.
a delay. I've got 3D gauge cluster, and this is the Maybach specific gauge cluster with like the bronze dials.
Well, there's still all the options, but right now it's set on the Maybach setting,
Yeah, 'cause
which is
it's
pretty
special.
cool.
It's special.
And like, I mean, for those of you that haven't watched our S-Class review, this is so much bumpier than the Rolls. I have to say it. It's so much bumpier than the Rolls, James.
It is.
It is. It is.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay, so the ride doesn't quite match up to the Rolls.
It
but
is very nice, though.
I
I'm just
guarantee
being
you,
hard.
your
Yeah.
seating position does.
Um,
I think the seats in this are superior to the rear passenger, and we found the same thing with the Cullinan and the Maybach GLS.
The seats in here are more adjustable, and I like the fact that you can like fully recline in these. Like, listen, it's an occasion. Also, even though it is like kind of cloudy, but it's still daytime out here, the ambient lighting in here is freaking ridiculous.
It's wonderful.
It is really cool. And I know that I was making fun of this car for having a lot of gimmicks, but I am such a sucker for ambient lighting.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
really am such a, like, it's glowing around the Burmester, like, speaker up here. The seats are
It sets the
glowing.
mood. It sets the mood.
It's just, and you can change the colors, obviously.
This also has pedals that show that Maybach care about their driver. And despite the roads being damp,
Yep.
I can floor it
Yep. Oh, that's quick.
because we're all-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Unlike the rear-wheel drive in the Phantom.
Hey, the Rolls is stuck to their traditions.
Yep, that's what we
Rear-wheel
learned. Traditions keep us moving forward. See, that's the philosophy here. The Maybach are futuristic. They're focusing on the future stuff, and sometimes that means that they go a bit too far one way. And the first one through the gate always gets bloody. So things like the 3D gauge cluster, who cares? But you can turn it off.
Yeah.
And the screens, okay, so maybe with time they'll date. Like, I don't disagree. Rolls-Royce is a more timeless piece.
Yes.
But in a way, Maybach's being more courageous. They're trying new things.
Mercedes is, because this is just an S-Class. Hey, listen, it's
No,
very
if
cool.
it was a Mercedes, it would respond to, "Hey Mercedes," but obviously because it,
I'm sorry, can you say that again, please?
you must have thought
Yes!
I said, "Hey Maybach." You're not a Mercedes.
You are a Maybach.
Okay.
Oh,
In
yes.
order to use online functions of the voice system, please check your Mercedes Me settings.
Yep, she means Maybach me.
Yeah, okay, it's a little bit Maybach, a lot a bit Mercedes. Up front, at least. But in the back, with its extra 7 inches of wheelbase and fancy throw pillows, it's all Maybach.
The Rolls, on the other hand, from any angle and from any seat, is all Rolls-Royce. Except for the infotainment, transmission, and engine, that's BMW. But it's the image and experience that counts, and the Phantom delivers in a way that only a Rolls-Royce can. So sure, save your money, get the Maybach. While it is a little gadgety for my taste, it's also a supremely luxurious experience, and like James said, they are being a lot more adventurous with tech that pampers you. But in this battle of David versus Goliath, and in our goal to find out which one achieves ultimate luxury, David never had a chance. Thanks for watching.